Hi, everybody. I'm Miss Jane. Do you know that story about the itsy bitsy spider? It goes like this. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Well, this is a story about an itsy bitsy spider. His name is Sammy Spider. And he's going to learn all about a very special holiday called Rosh Hashanah. That's the birthday of the world. Here's Sammy Spider. He's hanging on his thread, and he's looking over at the Shapiro house. And he thinks to himself, look at it, the mail lady is coming. She's bringing so many letters to the Shapiro's house. Look at all the cards and letters. I wonder why she's delivering so many cards and letters. Sammy Spider's mommy, Mrs. Spider, looks at Sammy and she says, oh, honey, it's almost Rosh Hashanah. And those are Rosh Hashanah cards for the Shapiro family. They all say, Shana Tova, Shana Tova, have a happy new year. It's the birthday of the world. Oh, said Sammy, are we going to get cards too? Oh, silly little Sammy, said Mama Spider. Spiders don't celebrate Rosh Hashanah. Spiders spin webs. And that reminds me, our web is getting kind of tiny because you're getting so big. Let's work on this. Our web used to be tiny, and now we're going to make it middle-sized because you've grown so much. We need to make a bigger web. But Sammy wasn't paying any attention to his mommy. He was hanging above the shelf watching Mr. Shapiro put up all the beautiful cards for Rosh Hashanah. There was a little green card, there was a middle-sized pink card, and there was a great big blue card. Oh, Mommy, said Sammy, aren't these cards so beautiful? They sure are. Sammy scurried across the ceiling into the kitchen, and in the kitchen he could see Mrs. Shapiro and Josh, and they were making challah. Challah for Rosh Hashanah. Challah for Rosh Hashanah isn't long like it is usually. It's very special. It's round, just like the world. They're making round challahs for Rosh Hashanah. Mrs. Shapiro made the great big challah, and Mr. Shapiro made the middle-sized challah, and Josh made the little-sized round challah. Oh, said Sammy, can we make challah too? Mrs. Spider, Mommy Spider, laughed. Spiders don't make challah. We don't make round challah or any challah. We don't need dough. Spiders spin webs, Sammy. The next morning, Sammy woke up to a chopping sound in the kitchen. What's Mr. Shapiro doing? Mr. Shapiro's, he's cutting up apples. He's cutting up a great big red apple, a great big apple, a middle-sized yellow apple, and a small green apple. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. Wow, Josh is filling up bowls with honey. He's pouring the honey right out into bowls. There's a great big bowl for Mr. Shapiro. There's a middle-sized bowl for Mrs. Shapiro. And there's a small bowl for Josh. Mama Spider came over to Sammy and she said, Rosh Hashanah begins tonight. At dinner, the Shapiros, they're going to take their apples and they're going to dip them in honey for a sweet new year. Oh, said Sammy, can we dip apples too? Oh, silly little Sammy, said Mother Spider. Spiders don't dip apples. Spiders spin webs. The next morning, everybody got up and got dressed to go to synagogue. Mr. Shapiro put on his big gray coat. Mrs. Shapiro put on her medium-sized red coat, and Josh put on his small blue jacket. "Oh, I can't wait for the rabbi to blow the shofar," said Josh as they left the house. "Josh and his family are going to services," said Mama Spider. "The rabbi is going to blow the shofar. It's a great big horn, and that welcomes in the new year." "Oh, Mommy, said Sammy. "Can we go too?" "Oh, silly little spider," said Mama, shaking her head. "Spiders don't go to synagogue. Spiders spin webs." "Oh, yeah, I forgot." But Sammy wasn't really listening. Instead, he spun down the kitchen counter and he crawled over to the great big bowl where the apples were. And then he stepped into a spilt bit of honey, and they stuck to his legs. "Oh no, I'm stuck in some honey. Mommy, I'm stuck in some honey. It's so sticky. Help, Mommy, help, the honey won't let go of me." Mama Spider lowered herself onto a strand of webbing, and she tried to pull Sammy free. She pulled and she pulled until she had to catch her breath. "I'm trying to pull you out. I'm trying. Just then, she pulled Sammy out. Sammy began to cry. As he bent his face to wipe away the tears, a drop of honey got into his mouth. "Mommy, it's so sweet and delicious." Sammy took another swallow. He took a tiny swallow. Then he took a medium-sized swallow of the honey. And then he took a great big swallow of that delicious honey. Mrs. Mama Spider scooped up Sammy and held him really close. He was a little bit sticky. "See, Mother? Spiders can have a sweet new year. All you have to do is dip me in honey." Mrs. Spider hugged Sammy closer. "The Shapiros can celebrate a sweet new year," she said, "but I'm just happy to have a sweet you near. I love you, Sammy." "I love you too. Oh, Sammy, your kisses are so sweet, just like honey." The end. Shana Tova. Happy New Year.